Happy Christmas Eve, everybody, and thanks for joining me on this fifth of 7 lives that I'm doing throughout the rest of 2024, God's willing. The purposes of these lives are threefold, like I've been saying, in each of the districts that we've gone to so far. They are, first of all, to share a gift of each district this Christmas season to all of us Anguillians and persons who live on this island, to see that there are treasures all over our island that God has blessed us with. And so today we are sharing from District 2. I'll tell you a little bit more in a bit. Secondly, I want to share some of Avenella for Anguilla's political platform with you. And thirdly, to discuss or speak to any national matter that might be current at the time. So thank you so much for joining me here in District 2. I am so happy to be here. I wish I had a whole hour or 2 hours to give everybody a very detailed tour of this wonderful, amazing, spectacular place. It is probably my most favorite scenic place in Anguilla, and I try to bring all my family, all my friends, all visitors to Anguilla. I try to bring them here to this site. And so if you've never been here, please, I would love to give you a tour of it. Now, this place is called High Cliff. Well, I'm sure the persons in this district might have a different name for it, and they will have their nicknames and everything else for it, but this is one of my favorite places, and I thank you, District 2, for having this place open and available to everybody to come and see it. And we are going to be given an aerial tour of High Cliff. This is going to be a short version of an Explore Anguilla with Avenella tour. And so this aerial tour, we're first going to begin with some of the geographical features that just litter this lovely coastline. And can't show you everything, but just a few, okay? So first of all, there's this thing called a gorge. Geographically speaking, it's where the water has been cutting into. A gorge is where the water has been cutting into the rock, and it makes a whole pathway called a gorge. And over this gorge, currently we have even a bridge. I'm sure this bridge, with all the wave action, with all the seawater, rainwater, light, sun, the heat, the erosion is going to continue to destroy, erode this bridge. But the water comes in, it goes under this bridge, and then boom, when these waves get high, and especially during storms or even beforehand, the sprays, the gush, the blowout, and we just had one come in there. They are very pretty. But out at sea, where the gorge begins, there's something that I believe is very special to us in Anguilla. We do not have the terrain like other islands, and so we don't have mountains and so on. And some people say we don't have waterfalls, but I believe Anguilla has waterfalls. And these are our Anguillian waterfalls. When the waves come in and they come over the edge of the rock right there, up at the tip, when a big wave comes in, we will get to see the effect, like this one right now, a little bit, not much, but the water covers that platform right there. The correct name for it is a wave cut platform, and the water drops down and cascades down, and it looks so much like a waterfall. Let's see if it happens now. Yeah, it happens a little bit. High Cliff isn't showing off too much today, but when High Cliff is ready, it can show off. All right, there we go. And if we come to the south more, we will see a lot of the blowholes coming up through the continual edge of the coastline when the water comes in and forces itself up. But the probably highlight of High Cliff, and I'm giving you just a crash course. This is not good, but I'm hoping that you get the idea and that you love it and you'd want to come and see it in depth and detail. And so if you continue going southward, and this is what I call the drop, because is this cave, and we're going to try to go into this cave. And there's a beautiful day in the air and on the water, because no sargassum seaweed, so it's very pretty. And so we can, as close as possible as we can get to this cave. This cave also, and everything up here is shady. And so I was to one of our staff. I was mentioning to one of our staff that it seems as if some of the land here has even dropped down at least 2 feet in some areas. And so we see cracks, and we see the splitting of rocks, a whole heap of different things. And so I want to get you to see as much as possible of this, especially for persons who can't climb these areas, walk these areas. We thank God for technology. And that's part of what I want to talk about today, a little bit, technology. But these are some of the beauties that we have in Anguilla. And again, this is one of my favorite places to come, and it's never the same, and it's always a beauty, always refreshing, always reinvigorating here at High Cliff in District 2. And that's where we are live from today. If we continue southward past the big drop, there's some other geographical features over there. There's something called a ledge, well, that I call the ledge, all the way over close to one of the villas. It's a big drop where land was joined together, and then the sea came and just split it again, parted it from each other. The tour that I give usually ends with, it usually ends on the pink sand beach down there called Dropsy Bay. And so that's the little piece of High Cliff I can give you on a very short, minute time. And so this afternoon, I want to thank you for joining, and I hope that you can one day come to High Cliff as well. And so now I want to talk a little bit about jet skis. We have heard that it's a policy that jet skis are now going to be allowed into Anguilla. Personally, I think it's a shame that we can have public policies that are imposed on us without any thorough public consultation. I don't think this speaks well for us as a people, and especially given on topics that we have shunned and we have been keeping away from in Anguilla in order to keep our brand, our product unique. Not just unique, but Anguillian. There are lots of things like jet skis that other islands offer. And please note, I love jet skis. I like speed, I love the sea, I love water, but I don't love them for Anguilla. And so jet skis are not tranquil. They are not beyond extraordinary. I believe that they're generic. I believe they're very common. And if we are to be true to our brand, true to who we are, one, tranquil, and two, extraordinary people, extraordinary experiences. And there are other places that people are going to go and visit anyway. Everybody is not only coming to Anguilla. And when they go to the other places, they can get the common things, they can get the generic things. But when we come to Anguilla, we want the extraordinary things. And so the other thing about the jet ski policy, it wasn't done in truth, and it wasn't done right. And again, the Avenella for Anguilla mission is that we need to do things in truth, and we need to do them right. And when we find ourselves that we haven't done so, then we need to correct, and we need to apologize. We need to come back and do things rightfully. And so I'm not a believer in only pointing out things that are not right. I'm very much a believer in pointing out solutions and giving ideas. And today, I want to give you an idea that speaks to what is a possibility if we've had a public consultation, or even now where making Anguilla truly extraordinary is possible if we would get together with the idea generators and we would come up, we would hear from them. And so I want to present to you an idea today that would really blow jet skis clear out of the water. And so I'm asking that you hear me out for the next couple of minutes as I bring to you an idea that I am now calling and bringing down, and yeah, I think it's coming down. And as it comes down, this idea is called drone descent. This idea is unique, but it's also very innovative. It's not done anywhere in the Caribbean, and I want to pitch it to you. First of all, let's talk innovation. As we think about the future of Anguilla, we need to embrace opportunities that align with our values while positioning us as leaders in innovation and sustainability. That's why I'm excited to introduce an idea that's worth exploring. A bold, a fresh, and eco-friendly alternative to traditional water sports like jet skis. Imagine Anguilla becoming the Caribbean hub for drone technology and innovation. Picture this, an annual event called Drone Descent that attracts thousands of drone enthusiasts, photographers, filmmakers, agriculturists, and tech leaders from around the globe. It's not just a conference, it's an experience. One day might feature thrilling drone races across our turquoise waters and spectacular formation stunts lighting up our skies. Another could showcase how drones are transforming industries like agriculture, photography, conservation, and logistics. And of course, there would be opportunities for local businesses, students, other young minds to learn, grow, and thrive through workshops, competitions, and cutting-edge demonstrations. This isn't just an event. It's a platform to diversify Anguilla's economy, attract global visitors, and introduce advanced technology as a new income stream for our island. The best part, it aligns perfectly with our commitment to sustainability and protecting Anguilla's natural beauty. There are much more details, but just imagine the possibilities of drones, not only entertaining us, but also driving innovation, creating jobs, showcasing Anguilla as a global leader in tech and eco-tourism. This could be the future, and Anguilla will lead the way. Now, to contrast that directly with jet skis, let's look at some things. One, this idea would preserve the environment. Unlike jet skis, drones have minimal impact on marine ecosystems and noise pollution. Secondly, this idea is future-oriented, very much so. Drones are part of a growing global industry, while water sports like jet skis are mature and very saturated. Thirdly, there is broad appeal. While jet skis appeal primarily to adventure seekers, drones attract tech enthusiasts, professionals, families, and conservationists. And lastly, for now, there's a much higher ROI, a much higher return on investment here. The tech industry offers larger sponsorships, more media attention, and long-term growth. Opportunities compared to water sports are minimal. This is an idea that can soar under and over and above water. And so this idea is financially lucrative for us as a nation, not just jet skis for one or two persons or a few persons. But when public policies are not discussed with the public, just railroading us with these policies, we end up with policies that line paper wrappers and policies that line the pockets of a few individuals. And today I present to you an idea that would align all of us Anguilla with everything that is Anguillian, tranquility and prosperity. And so I want to thank you for joining me here. The drone team is going to probably show you a little bit more of this beautiful place. But have a great Christmas. We have District 7 and District 1 left to do in this series. And I want to thank you for joining me, Avenella, for Anguilla. I am hoping that as you listen to the information that I'm sharing with you in this very casual setting of these lives, but deep information nevertheless, and beautiful scenes, that you would consider giving me your vote in the next upcoming general elections as an independent, island-wide candidate, God's willing. Thank you and have a great, great Christmas from District 2 at High Cliff.